Thunder Goose podcast. We're very excited to be here with you guys today.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much.
Because this is the end of the season.
This is it.
This is the finale.
This is our spring. It's over.
No.
Spring's over. Fucking stupid summer's here. That's what I'm going to call this one. Stupid summer. No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, it's kind of fun.
It is kind of fun, but it's really good animes.
Stabby summer.
Stabby is Verica's Bleach, and I know Zom. What's the other one? Oh, JJ. Okay. God.
I don't know if it'll be, I don't know, maybe. Stabby summer.
Bleach is stabbing.
Bleach is for sure stabbing. I'm so excited for Bleach, dude.
God, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Bleach is for sure my most excited.
Yeah. I just have to watch it on Hulu, which is...
We'll talk in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk in a
There's
bit.
ways.
Yeah, so today we have two finales to talk about. And then we also have to have a discussion about
which one's our
favorite, right? Yeah. I thought about this, and I'll introduce at the end to try and put you on the spot and see how to feel about this.
Hell yeah.
I'll do it. There's one more additional thing with that discussion.
Okay.
Cool. It's
I'm excited. I love it. I love
just
when you
something.
put me on my toes. I fucking love
Just
it.
a little something, daddy. Okay. So
Okay, I was gonna give that to you, but you don't need that.
I'm good. So we can pick whatever one we want to go first on. Obviously the typical order would be Mashle, Hell's Paradise, but it's really up to you. If you want to do a different order, you can.
It feels weird to do it on the last one.
Okay.
We should just do Mashle.
Let's just do Mashle. Let's talk about Mashle. Okay. Mashle closed up. Great. I think it closed
The
up,
end,
right?
guys. Yeah,
Does it
no,
have
it's
one more
dope.
episode?
No.
You checked?
This is it.
Okay.
So it's literally at the very end. So this is something that I will say. Both episodes, and I'm noticing this as a trend, more so I think this summer, maybe last year, or this spring and last, but they will end an episode where I'm like, that can't be the end. But then the last part after the credits is what I thought. Because
Okay.
both in Hell's Paradise and in Mashle, I was like, wait, what the fuck? They didn't do ABC, and then they do that in the last like few minutes of each one.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like,
Okay.
yeah.
Fair. Okay. So Mashle it is then. We're doing Mashle first. Let me get
Mashle.
the name of the episode up. I didn't have the name of the
I
episode.
think we were already talking about Mashle.
We didn't talk about the episode?
Yeah, we were already talking about it. We said Mashle. I probably already put the music. Put it again, bitch.
Mash, Burned and the Magic Mirror. This is the season finale. Okay, here we go. Mash overcomes Abel. No doubt, right? Like, obviously, soup like that bitch to know Kingdom Come, you know?
Yeah.
Other than Lemon, Mash and the others are overjoyed after the other students are released from being transformed into puppets. Meanwhile, Rain confronts a member of Innocent Zero who disguises himself as Lance, but he is left behind. An Innocent Zero agent escapes to go after Abel, who is no longer of use. A new threat creeps up upon Mash and his friends. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the summary they give us.
So he comes in,
Yep.
explodes the walls. It's like, what's up, everybody? I'm going to fucking kill Abel. Abel's like, who are... And then after that, Mashle comes in with some spaghetti. It's not spaghetti.
It's cream puffs.
It's cream puffs.
Yeah.
And then he falls. Cream puffs go in the guy's head. After that, I'm kind of trying to do this like fast but kind of funny too, so that way we can actually talk about it. But
Yeah.
it's a lot. There's actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
got
like,
you,
there's a
dude.
fucking ton that
Yeah.
happens in this episode.
So it starts off with Mashle and like all their friends doing their dumb celebration dance still, and it's still great.
Husband.
And then Mash has to go to the bathroom, I think, so he leaves.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta go. Hey guys, no, because they're doing stuff for hours. So like, when are they gonna
Yeah.
stop? When are they gonna stop celebrating? And he's
But-
like, hey guys, I gotta go, Bowdy.
So he goes, and then the three of them are just Dot, Lance, Dot. Was it Lance? No, it wasn't Lance. It was
No,
Dot,
it was-
Finn, and Lemon.
Yeah,
There was no Lance yet, or actually, there's no Lance this episode at all. But
whatever.
Dot, yeah, it's them three. They're just like talking, and then like the Innocent Zero guy from behind just walks by.
He's like floating on.
They're like, what's going on? You know, or it floats by. It's right.
Yeah.
And just goes to Abel like, I guess I gotta kill you now, and starts trying to kill him.
He's like making him choke himself.
And then like the other three are just like, what?
They're just like, I mean, literally, what would you do? You're just like, where did it?
Whatever.
What's happening over there? I mean, he's an enemy, right? Still, technically,
Yeah.
it's probably to them
Yeah, I mean,
more so than to Mashle. Mashle understands him more.
yeah, maybe. Yeah, Mashle. I mean, Abel seems to have reason. Seems to understand that maybe he's being a bit of a douche. So,
Yeah.
but regardless, Mash comes back with cream puffs. Throughout the
This
chaos of
motherfucker saying everything
yeah,
I said.
yeah, of Innocent Zero dude trying to kill. This isn't Innocent Zero, or Innocent Zero is this part of Innocent. I can't remember exactly. Whatever. This guy that is associated with Innocent Zero, he he is trying to kill Abel, and then Mashal, like one of his attacks, makes like the wind from knock a cream puff into him or whatever, or
Yeah.
is that what it was?
Yeah, that
And it
was
hits him in the face, and then of course it becomes Mashal saving Abel, right?
Right.
And then that resolves, and then we find out that some things, like maybe that's what they were looking for the whole time, was actually Mashal, because that's what it really seems to be. That they're looking for Mashal.
Wow, fucking
Mash.
shit! Just skipped over everything. But
Yeah. I mean, Mash survives and saves
Mash
Abel.
survives.
Was
Also, Abel is not survived because of Mashal. I mean, he is to some degree, but he's also survived because of
Abel helps him. Yeah, assists.
no. The guy who uses his eye, he has like the evil eye. He jumps in front of attack and like
Oh, that's right. I forgot
and
about that
almost
guy.
dies for
Abyss
Abel.
Razor. You're right.
What do you mean you forgot about him? That's like fucking 20 minutes of the. No, it's not 20 minutes because that's the whole
first,
episode.
Like 2 minutes. Sorry.
But no,
I mean,
maybe it's
important.
yeah. I
It's
feel like
important.
it's important because
Yeah.
that's a character development for him because he's the main guy who's like, I want to eat cream puffs with you. He's probably having an impact on other people in that room.
Maybe, but Abyss Razor's a side character, so whatever.
Whatever.
He takes a hit.
Yeah.
He gets healed, of course, because Mash has a magic handkerchief. He's fine. Yes, and then Mash defends, wins with the help of Abel. He wins.
Right, with the help of Abel, he wins at the very end. So then Abel becomes an ally
Yep.
in the fight against a greater evil.
And then Instant Zero guy goes, okay, I'll fight with this then.
You know what's really weird is when he was said to Abel, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Dude, you're just trying to fucking kill this guy. Like, obviously he's gonna attack you." I was like, "That's a horrible line read. No offense, because I think that did a great job. Otherwise,
no, I think they're cocky enough to think that question's worth asking.
I mean, maybe. I just feel like it should have been. I don't know.
It makes no sense to us because we're not that cocky, probably.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
For those who look down on others,
I don't got a cock. Can you say that?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
I said cocky earlier.
Yeah, bukkake.
Yeah, it's gotten so off the rails. So then what this dude does is he pulls out a mirror, and everyone goes, "Oh my gosh!" And what it turns out, this mirror basically is a super treasured relic, and whatever magic spells cast at it, it no use.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it returns
it's reverse Uno.
Or it's doubling, give it to the next person. That's what it does. It doubles it and gives it to the next person.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and indefinitely until you're dead.
Yeah, until you're dead. So, it just turns it back on you. Sorry, that was such a confusing way to say that. My bad.
It's good. I got it.
So he goes, yeah. So if you use any magic, it's gonna get sent back to you. It's over. And everyone's like, oh no, you can't win. We've lost. It's hopeless. And Mash is like, yeah, but I use my feet and my fists, and so
he literally just kicks
right through it.
I loved that. Again, every single time the anime does it so well, but I mean, like the manga is so funny too.
Yeah.
And just the way that you're reading is, you're like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? But you're like, oh, he's not gonna use magic, so what's gonna? And then just the amount where it's like, they build up how almost like invaluable this mirror is, and then he just kicks right through it and breaks the whole thing. So it's like it's gone. Like that magic is gone forever.
Which then everyone goes,
oh, he's
not using magic.
That was the best, and everyone that I honestly. So this is something I forgot. I forgot everyone knew that early. Yeah. From that. Yeah. And then when yeah, I mean, I was like pretty shocked at everything on that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and so then as soon as Zero guy's, okay, well, I think I found out what I need to know, and he leaves. He just books it. Also, he has such creepy, cool looking magic with his mummy fingers.
That is true.
It's so cool. It is
pretty tight.
It's so cool.
And then he just like, bye, mummy.
Bye, mummy. I mean, mummy. I mean, mummy. I mean, mommy.
He's like getting pulled, mummy. I mean, mommy. And then it's closes.
Like halfway through the word mummy, though.
Yeah, mama.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Man.
Yeah.
If only Hero shows.
And then basically, because there were other students there that aren't in the same dorm, like other students that got captured were being like magic being stolen from them from Abel, they are like, oh my gosh, he doesn't have magic. I'm telling everyone, because the world still hates people that don't use magic, regardless of how good magic is.
I'm telling mommy.
Yeah, so that's kind of
fucking snitch. Snitches get stitches, baby.
Yep. And then you said there's a post-credits thing. Do you want to say it?
Post credits is I'm trying to remember something about the games. Oh no, we meet. Sorry, my bad, motherfucker. That was actually I am right. They told you the name of the new arc, which is games has
Grand
games in
Magic
the
Games.
Grand Magic Games.
Yep.
So my bad. We do meet the big baddie boo boy.
It's the top orca.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
No, you fuck.
Isn't
No, it's God damn it. No,
who?
it is literally. It's the boy. It's Innocent Zero. What? It's not Innocent Zero. What is their name? The bad guys' names. Like
Innocent Zero.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Why did I think I was wrong?
Oh, you're saying you see those guys?
That's who. Because he's there. He's the one saying like, "I found what you're looking for," and then he goes, "Yeah, oh, good. We're gonna go send some people to get him."
Oh, it shows the guy. With
And then it shows his eye. It doesn't show
Oh.
shit else. But
Oh, okay, that's not showing it. Yeah. I
But that
remember
is where in the manga I was like, yeah, this is where it's gonna end. It's just gonna end with like, menial stuff, and then they're gonna show us like, hey, there's more to this story, because that's exactly what they did in the manga. Is they're like, haha, this is funny parody, and then they go, hey,
it's serious
like we
now.
have some seriousness in this.
I mean, there's still comedy interwoven in the whole
Dude,
thing. but-
100%. This whole
Yeah.
thing is fucking satire comedy.
Yep.
It's It's just one punch.
I
Just think
totally forgot what was out the credits too.
nice.
That's why I threw you on the spot there. I was like, I don't remember what happened after the credits at all. And then you were like the orca. You were saying the leader. I was like, the orca guy? No.
That's okay.
The
I
orca
mean,
guy is
you,
not a
you
bad
said
guy.
it. We get to
No.
see the other leaders of teams
Yeah,
next season because it's
yeah.
the games.
It's the Grand Magic Games.
They literally say
and-
Grand Magic Games,
yeah,
which in Harry
and-
Potter is exactly what this fucking is because it's a
Yep.
ripoff of Harry
Well, there's
Potter.
no Grand Magic. I mean, the Goblet of Fire is all duels. It's all like sorry, not duels. It's all like obstacle courses. It's not really like duels.
This motherfucker forgets this arc. He doesn't remember this arc.
Isn't this all duels?
No.
Oh God, I don't remember this arc at all.
No.
Jeez.
There is that though.
There are duels, okay, but I guess
yeah.
I just forgot.
Anyway, we won't
Um,
spoil any more of it for you.
That's not,
um,
honestly, that's not
oh,
a
wait,
spoiler.
I'm
That's a big question mark that we're even further out, and
It is
so,
true.
We're good. Yeah, I'm very excited too. I love this series. The manga is basically finishing up right about now. So
Okay, you're gonna have to do it because Crunchyroll, can you stop logging me out of my fucking accounts? I don't remember the password.
you trying to comments?
Now I'm gonna have to make a whole new one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, not a whole new account, just a whole new
Password.
password.
Thanks. The top comments about this, but Joel mentioned it before the air. But season 2 was announced. It is next year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bummer, dude.
Yep.
My heart is broken because I honestly thought I was gonna just pretty much get Summer and then I get Mashle again, and that's not true.
Do you remember the time on screen joke?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, they're so fucking meta,
Yes.
and I can't remember. I don't think that was in the manga. When I remember, I'm like, dude, they're making their own fucking jokes now.
Yeah,
I think they are. I think they're gonna kind of instead of
might.
they're gonna pander in the same way. They're just gonna change words out, right?
Yeah.
Because they probably said something about like readers or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Clowry Magia says time on screen is definitely better than work.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Ellie Sanders says, I was expecting him to use muscle magic concussion to erase any unneeded memories from that guy.
Dude, that would be a funny one, dude, if they did that.
Yep.
Concussion.
Nico Majin C, welcome back to the show. They just kept building up that magic mirror, and I just kept laughing, waiting for the punchline. Sir, it was a kick line.
It was a kick line. God
Dummy.
damn it. It's a kick line.
And then Snell's the last one, which I think is appropriate for all of us. Thank you, Harry Squatter, for the good times.
Straight up.
Yep. Yeah, those are good comments. Like, we don't need to go too far in those, but you know what? What a great first season.
Yeah. The first season was phenomenal.
Yeah, what a great first season. Honestly, a really good. I mean, we can talk about ranking them later, I guess. But
Yeah, we'll rank them at
yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
What do you rank this episode? I give it a 9.
Yeah, give it a 9. I want a little more action, but
Exactly. I felt like it was a little too goofy. Again, the whole thing's supposed to be goofy, but I just felt like it was. I was like,
maybe I wanted the action a little prettier.
That's
There was
what
the last
that's what
episode.
my
Yeah.
9 is
It
for.
just-
Is
it
more. It just
It
felt
looked like
a little less.
choppy animations that were just trying to get the plot forward, and I well, you know, it's fine. Like we don't. It did everything it needed to do just fine.
Mhm.
I just wish it was prettier.
Yeah.
So 9 out of 10 is fine. Not the best episode in the season, but a good way to cap it off.
Yeah, great way to cap it off.
Okay, that
I
moves us
guess-
to our last episode to discuss now and figure this out.
Hails of pears. Hails of fucking pears.
Are you sure about that?
There you go.
All right, you want to do the same thing?
I want you to just fucking rip.
All right, we're going.
Yeah.
Okay. Hell's Paradise, season finale, Dreams and Reality. Sagiri's party faces Mudan's seemingly unstoppable true form. Shion does his best to rise to the challenge with his mastery of waves. That's all Crunchyroll gives us, but that does move on to the actual defeat of Mudan, and there's also an eventual thing with Gabimaru, but we'll get to that eventually. So,
Yeah.
let's talk about this Mudan fight.
Yes.
How'd you feel about it?
I
Tell me
liked
about
it.
Did you?
Yeah, I thought it was. So I'll be honest. This episode just was like rocking for me. I felt like it was again finally kind of like at the pace of what I've been wanting. I felt again like I'll be honest, this isn't my favorite kind of animation. Like I'm not saying it's bad, it's very beautiful, but it's just I like because it's a little bit more like messy on purpose. I feel like the style of it, right? So there's to me, I'm not like looking at these fights like the same way I'm looking at Demon Slayer being like, what the fuck, it doesn't look like that, because it's just not
You're
the
looking
same
more
exact
cinematically?
style. Yeah, like yeah, it's not as cinematic. It's more like rough, which is kind of fun in this genre.
I just thought I would see the same quality of animation from the Gabimaru fight
On here,
on this,
Yeah.
and this did not have that.
yeah.
And
Well, I
like,
think people in Mappa are dying. So
yeah, same.
You
I
know
don't
what I'm
really,
saying?
and I do
So
care about
please
that, but
don't
as a
die.
product that we're talking about, like,
yeah.
you know, it's just not what I wanted from that final. Like I thought
Yeah,
it was,
yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
I
it was a
hear
good
you.
episode, fine fight, you know.
Yeah.
That last slash from Shion right on the
On like the guts
the-
or whatever the fuck it's called.
the,
Yeah.
where the stamen for the root or whatever, or the whatever was a poppy. I think it was Mudan was a poppy.
Yeah.
That whatever wherever he cut it, that was a cool cut, and it looked
Yeah.
pretty cool. Honestly, I just wish
You just wanted it
a few
for
more
all
seconds
of
on
it.
that, or a little more like
I just want to look at that for a
I've-
few seconds. You know how long a second
the
is?
slash felt like it was. So there wasn't like tension to the slash. It just he went in there and did it with the like, hey, go for this bit, and does it, and like there was no like wind up to it or tension. You just
Except for the whole entire
like,
fight until he
well,
got
yeah,
on
sorry,
the
I'm trying to say this like I'm trying to find the right words, but like
God.
Shion jumps in and gets it right,
Right.
and he gets it right away, and like, but when the slash was delivered, it was just went in and cut after being told that's the new route. It wasn't like a slash with a lot of momentum behind it,
Got
like
it.
visually or cinematically.
Yeah.
It was just a cut, and
Yeah.
it was a pretty cut, you know, but it didn't have the oomph.
Didn't
you
have
know?
the explosion you wanted.
I mean, it didn't have the oomph of him when he saved him earlier in the show. Like when he did all the cross slashes, you know, and when
Right.
like last episode, that felt more epic than this one cut.
that is okay. That's fair.
Or
I can
paced
get
better,
behind that.
or not even anime, just like the way it was timed out, it felt a little better.
Okay.
That was the issue I had with this episode. Was I felt like, for me, the fight felt like a flat line from like, not a flat line actually. It felt like a solid like 8 out of 10 the entire time with no like waves or decreases. It was like one fight being good for a bit, not like ever hitting super great moments except for like a little bit on that slash, but never also dipping below that as well.
Right.
So I don't know if that's a weird way to explain that, but that's how it felt for me. Like
yeah.
when
I mean, I
Demon,
get it.
and Demon Slayer, it's a tug of war. Like they're back and forth, going like, "Oh, he's losing, he's winning, he's losing, he's winning." Oh, you know, and then there's a lot of inner monologues and a lot of inner like tactics that surprises, and then there's moves they're playing that are surprising the readers, you know, all these things. And maybe I'm just being bitchy and picky.
You are being bitchy
but
because that's for
this
sure.
was-
Like Hell's Paradise does not do that.
This fight was just not interesting at the end. By the end of it, like it was, and then I shouldn't say that because it was interesting, but it just lost like. And this is also hard because last episode was animated better than this episode, but Mudan dies this episode, not last episode.
Yeah.
And like the decisive slash of Sagiri cutting through his chest, like stomach, that kind of felt the same way as this cut, you know. But
Okay. So you just really don't like that one cut.
I just
It's your main problem, is what it's.
I
you
think
keep
the
coming back to
moment
that.
isn't as well delivered as it could have been. Is
Yeah.
what it comes down to. I think
Okay.
I think the actual resolution in that cut just don't feel very impactful compared to what I think it would like what really just happened.
Yeah.
You know, like one of the 7 died.
Right.
So like that's a pretty big deal, and it just like that felt like
Did
that.
they?
I don't know. I assumed, but
Huh.
I don't know.
Weird. Huh.
We-
Weird, dude. I actually don't know because again, this is
But
literally where I stopped
this-
reading. But I'm not gonna
But
lie.
it's still all cap.
Because didn't they quote unquote kill the other person, and then the other person like went and then like drank?
Which one?
Remember they beat, well, the one that Gabimaru pretty much like absolutely fucked up, and then
The Doshi?
yeah.
I mean, it's a Doshi.
No. The one of the seven. He fights one of the seven.
Oh yeah, she
Beats
didn't
them.
die.
I mean that's fair. I get he hit like the vital organs, but
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean that Gabimaru still lost that fight clearly.
yeah,
Like Gabimaru didn't win that fight. Like they obviously beat Mudan here though.
that's
They
true. I
won
guess
this
that
fight
is
with
fair.
Mudan. I don't know, and I don't remember that one's name honestly. I wish I
I don't
did.
either.
But that fight was more beautiful and more impactful than I think this last fight we had.
Yeah.
And this is also the season finale, so I thought the animation would be like, hey, let's send it off well. And so when you don't get that,
Well, they did get a season 2 already announced. So
they did, and I hope it does. I hope it does get a season 2. I won't be
no,
watching it probably.
You don't
but
have to hope, bro. It's coming, baby.
I might read it, but like honestly, the plot point of Gabimaru maybe having false memories just took away so much steam from my sales, man.
Really?
I just lost so much like interest.
We don't even know if
Yeah.
it's true though.
I know, and
That's what's kind of sick. Like, what
That's-
if it? Because this whole entire thing, they're gonna be going like, is it or is it not? And I don't even know if the. I mean, I guess it's done, so there is a decisive answer.
it just seems like a wrench in the plans. That's like okay, and then they just leave it there. Like there's no resolution obviously because it's the next beat, right? But then
Mhm.
you're just sitting here like, okay, so what's the point of all this? Like Gabimaru's the main
Gabimaru
character.
was gonna die regardless, so he has to do this thing that he's now said he will do for his wife. But he, because of this real or fake person, is slowly changing as a character.
Well, he doesn't remember his wife anymore.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's like this is the weird part.
But the hard part of this is Sagiri is a incredible judge of character for everyone she meets.
Yeah.
And she looked at Gabimaru and knew that he had felt love.
Mm.
Like she had known based on him, like who she had interviewed, interacted, talked to him. She had known him in a sense, and she does know him better than anyone else in this island.
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
She had said he has known love. So, and whether his wife was real or not, doesn't matter. Maybe he loved his mom or a lot, or had a sister that died, whatever. But like, there is certainly a part of this where like he's definitely still Gabimaru with some of that history, whether it's all true or not. There's still part of that there. And because of that, and maybe I'm wrong on Sagiri as a whole. Like maybe Sagiri doesn't have that ability to read people that well. Maybe I'm wrong there, but it just seems like it honestly just
You're
seems
basing
like
a lot of things off of Sagiri, my
Yeah,
guy.
well, those are the two main characters.
But all she said was he known love. Like, what if he was just conned into thinking that he knew love?
I
That's
don't
the
know.
whole thing. So
And
then maybe she
But
read
that's
it.
so dumb. Then, like,
Why?
It's so you have this whole season that Gabimaru's been growing. He's been finding purpose and reason. Like the whole
Okay.
first episode
Yeah.
was all about him finding that need.
Yes.
And then it's just all gone. But it's
Right.
not. It's not gone yet.
No.
It's just teased with a season finale. So now you
Yeah.
get to hear it and have to wait.
Yeah, that's what shows do.
It's just such, and it's like
It's what shows do, and it's also called
also-
a plot twist.
They also gave us like a main villain, right? And now it just feels like this new plot puts Gabimaru in the shoes of the villain in a way, because very clearly he's probably going to hurt one of those people in the cave with him because he doesn't believe it anymore.
hypothetically. I mean, yeah, I'm curious. I don't know. Like, I'm probably gonna finish
Yeah.
reading it, but
Pulling the amnesia card mid-season is never a thing I like, or in mid-story.
Interesting.
I never like that.
okay.
I don't know a lot of people who do personally, but like mid-amnesia, especially when the audience has already learned everything with the character.
I don't think that like everyone should do it. It should be like a normal thing, but I think it's kind of fun where you have this as viewers. We've looked at this guy and we're like, wow, he's such a nice guy, but he's really just been an assassin who's maybe had a harder life or whatever, but like he's killed hundreds and thousands of people or whatever
Yeah.
they're saying. And so
Well, he's just the demon of
Yeah,
Iwagakure.
right. And so now we've kind of gotten this like side version of him, and now we're gonna get who he was/is. And I think you're right. I think it will eventually bleed into like both, and I think that's what will be like character growth and stuff like that. But I don't know. To me, it just kind of makes it more fun. I'm like, oh shit, like you can kind of go anywhere now, and I don't really know. Like I thought you were going one way, and now you're
Yeah,
going a different way.
that's-
Now,
That's what you call entirely just unseating the entire tone. Yeah, just
Yeah,
right
but
there,
that's
just,
what I'm saying.
All right, let's take everything we established and throw it away.
yeah,
Cool.
but they established what? They established fucking 12 episodes.
Yeah,
That's
villain,
not a
whole
lot.
villain arc, a couple main characters, motivations. Yeah, they established
Everyone still has that except for one character.
the main character.
Yeah.
Yes.
who we don't even follow that often. There's two main characters.
Exactly, and one of them is
He's
affirming
one.
what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. It's
yeah.
okay. It's okay not to like
Yeah,
it. But I like it.
Hey, and I'm not saying you can't like it. I am just saying this is why I don't like it.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Yeah, this was not the season finale for me. That's what I'll say.
Oh damn!
It was good. It was a good episode.
Wow.
For me, this was like, yeah, this solidifies why I'm kind of done with the show. Like, I got back there for like an episode, and then just, I'm good. I might read it.
You should definitely read it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because you don't have anything else to do.
What the heck was that for?
Like, I just saying for like manga. What manga are you reading right now?
Blue Lock.
You're reading 1. I'm reading 12.
My Hero, Blue Lock, Jujutsu Kaisen. Sorry, Jujutsu Kaisen, JJK.
Thanks.
I need to get back onto Kaiju. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Rurouni Kenshin re-edition.
Why would you read a re-edition? That's so fucking dumb.
Because I don't. Sorry.
Why would you do that to yourself?
It's not. I don't know where to read it otherwise.
Oh.
It's just where it's being printed. It's being like remastered.
That's fair. And also, to anyone who reads re-editions, I'm honestly just kidding. I know they make it look a lot better and can sometimes like add some stuff.
And I started Sakamoto Days, and
Sakamoto is great.
Still
Sakamoto Days.
reading.
I will say this right now. Sakamoto Days, out of all the manga that's out right now, Sakamoto Days and Kindergarten Wars are the fucking best shit that's out there. JJK is fucking pissing me off. Even
so
more
on point.
and more.
It's so on point. I have no idea what you're saying. It's so on point.
So
It's
on
so good.
anime, this is gonna be the fucking best. Wanna know why? Because the biggest fight in the world is gonna be done while people are talking. Instead of me fucking reading like 4 or 5 chapters about things, they're just explaining what is about to happen, and then I get 2 panels, if that, of the fight, a move that they were explaining, and then we go back to more explaining. That's bullshit, and I fucking hate that.
And yet it's all explained in perfect detail for you to understand exactly how to.
I skip it because I don't give a fuck.
I do.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
That's
stupid.
That's for me.
It's for you. It's for people who love that shit, and I am not one of those people. I can't wait for the anime because anime is going to do it great. They're going to explain to me. I'm going to actually understand what the fuck they're talking about, and I get to watch fighting while it's happening. They're going to add some fighting in there, so that's cool.
They're going to pretty up real good,
Yeah. So I love JJK. I think it's truly one of the best stories in a while, like in that genre. But I am so over the manga. I just want it to. I'm like,
you want to watch it.
I just want to watch it.
It's a watch for you.
Yeah, it's a watch for me.
And then
for sure.
And then Undead Unluck is on my radar to start soon.
Oh, Undead Unluck is cool.
Did you read that at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you might not like that one as much though.
Is it pretty horny?
A little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna take that off my list then.
I'll
put it on there. I'll try
why don't you? Why don't you?
Yeah.
You'll know in 10 episodes if you like it.
I'm not reading 10 chapters.
What the fuck are you doing? That's like less than 4 minutes.
I'll read 2. No, it depends on the size of the first chapter. I'll read 2 or 3, and if it doesn't grab me, I'm out.
There you go. I like that.
I'm not giving it that much time. Whatever. I'll look at it later. Yeah.
Okay.
I would. Let's do some comments first, right?
Do comments.
Do you want anything else to close off before we do House of Paradise?
Yeah, I really liked it. I thought it was good.
The outro credit with the new guys coming back that have been there before. What? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You want to say anything about that?
Well, no. So I mean, the end is pretty much more people are coming to the island, right? And it is implied that hypothetically they've been there before, and so they probably know.
Which is a big
more.
deal because like no one's been able to get off this island,
right? And so it's one of those things. Where
but how?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing. But how? I don't know. And
I wonder if there's like a Tao in the water that you can follow out of there. And so those guys, and I guarantee
what is someone in the village a Tao?
Sorry, what?
Like, is someone in that village a Tao?
How was the
energy?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like sorry, one of the 7 or whatever.
Oh, if there's one of the 7 in there, oh maybe.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy too.
I don't know. Like they're just. I feel again. I have no idea what they're doing with this.
If one of the 7 actually left the island and went to like blend in somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be something.
Like Muzin, you know. I don't know.
Dude, Muzin being a kid murdering his mom and.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I don't know. I guarantee you these guys can use Tao though, that they can actually use in homes.
Oh yeah, no,
there's
1,000,000%.
At this point,
they're gonna be masters.
They're gonna introduce new characters that are better than everyone else.
Yeah.
And these guys are either gonna be training foils to help our guys get further, or they're gonna be pseudo villains.
Yeah, they'll be pseudo villains probably for sure because they're probably gonna try to kill all of our
until one of them dies and maybe becomes a more neutral party. But whatever, guarantee. That's my guess, and I'll read it and I'll figure it out. So
I like it.
Okay, we'll do some comments.
Do it.
Okay.
Do like 4 or 5.
TY for this. Blind people in anime always be like, I see. And
it is true. It is very true.
does say that in this anime. So, Forward hire, I refuse to believe that she never existed. And this is kind of where I'm at too. And that's in reference to Gabimaru's wife.
Yeah.
Time to watch this fire intro one last time.
Yeah, dude, you don't like it, huh? You don't like the intro?
No, it's not. I think I do like it. I like it more. It's just out of the three openers, it's my least favorite opener. And maybe part of that being so big is because Mashle and Demon Slayer had rocking intros.
Yeah, they really did.
And this one's just fine.
Yeah.
To me. So.
Okay.
Yeah, well, JJK6, I have fallen for yet another white-haired anime man, which is a comment I think we read at the start of this show, too.
That's what's up.
And then this is for anyone else who wants to read. Alana Rhonda, thank you for this helpful comment, by the way. For those who wish to continue from the finale, start from chapter 41 of the manga. It covers this episode till the end of the series.
41, dude. That's it.
Well, 41 and on, yes, all the way to 41 to 120 something, whatever it is. I recommend sticking to the manga since it's short and sweet and gives a different vibe and style than the anime's poor adaptation.
100%.
Feel free to switch up if you want to. Like this up. Okay.
Yeah, I do agree 100% that this is a better manga than an anime. It just unfortunately is. Whether that's, again, I do feel really bad for the Mappa guys. I know you do too.
I do.
I have a lot more grace, I think, maybe, that with like just like stuff like that. But I don't know. I really felt like this could have been such a fucking like banger. Like I honestly felt like this could be kind of like a Bleach level of like epicness, and the way that it was just kind of done, like the art style felt a little off, the pacing felt extremely off until recently.
Well, the art style, I think the art style is great. I think the animation and the quality of the quality of the animation is very like inconsistent.
Yeah, it's inconsistent for sure.
And the art style, maybe, I mean, I haven't read it, so I'm not sure if the art style didn't translate at all. But I think the style was never the issue for me. It was how
the art is fucking the manga is fucking sick, dude.
I'll look into
it.
Hey
JJK, that's how you fucking write a story.
It's a different kind of thing altogether, but yeah.
Just make your goddamn sentences shorter. Fuck.
No, I think
so
JJK
long.
has gone to this like almost scientific level of explanations, and it's like.
Yeah,
hit this weird spot in me that's like, dude, there's nothing else like this. No one else has gone this deep into like relational mechanics of like this is why it's for me, not for you.
Right.
It's the same reason why I have loved Monster Hunter and all the different mechanics in it, and you just don't get into it. You know?
Yeah.
You don't want hyper specific mechanics like that.
I
like,
would. It just feels like it's just too much in my brain to like keep there. So I'm just like I could use that brain space for other stuff because it just feels like a lot.
I think what I'll say is I don't think you're the one that wants that if it sacrifices flow or organic, you know.
Fair, yes,
that's what Serial Ultimate is, right? Like I love Serial Ultimate, but in that literally is, hey, your gameplay doesn't matter. You have to learn these mechanics, these interlocking systems, and figure out how it works because that's how the game works. The rest of this game looks like shit, but this mechanics and this computer, that whatever it's doing, it is incredible how complex and interlocked and interwoven these mechanics are. So that's not you, but I understand.
Yeah. But overall, it's a good show, and I can't wait to, or it's a good story. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait for it to be over also, but yeah.
But the opposite of JJK is basically Bleach, where it's like, this is just something that gets stronger, and it is what it is.
Stronger. Yeah. They're like, I don't know. He fought a guy, and they're strong now.
Yeah, and he's got a bonk guy.
I do think in the Blood War, though, that they
get a little more specific.
They get a little bit more specific.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
They kind of help.
I'm talking about like,
dude, I hear you. Let's say season 1. You're like, what?
Pre-Fullbringer. No, even pre-Fullbringer Bleach. It's like fair. Anything with eyes.
Fullbringer does bring a lot of bullshit in there.
Well, Fullbringer is just such a.
People love it, dude. People love it.
People love the I mean, and I'm there, dude. I think the Fullbringer arc has some sexy style. That's a slapping like look for the show.
I just like that we get to more of our visors.
The powers. There's no visors in that at all. I don't know.
Oh shit! Then I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
There's Fullbrings. So
I thought the fucking visors helped him out, and that's how he got his powers back. Am I fucking high?
So. Couple things there. There's no more visors.
I don't care. They don't care. I don't care.
Visors, no. So we have to go over this real quick now because we're watching Bleach next week.
I know.
So visors are
I know what they
exiled
are.
captains.
Yes.
Or exiled holified Soul Reapers.
Yeah.
They're gone now because they've been introduced back into Soul Society.
Yeah.
It's the people that gave Ichigo's power back were just the prominent characters. There wasn't any rhyme other than they were involved with Ichigo.
Okay.
So I do believe Shinji was there, but it was because he's trained Ichigo and stuff. But we only saw them for like an episode when they showed up and then left.
I read it. I didn't watch it.
Oh, you read it, huh? You didn't read the Fullbring watch Fullbring Arc? Some of that action
I watched.
clean, dude.
I did, and then I watched
The
a few
Kenpachi
fights.
cut is so good in the Fullbring Arc.
I don't think I watched that.
Oh, dude, it's as short as it is in the manga, but
Hell yeah,
so
dog.
it's the best fight, I think. It's like
God, we get more in
like
Kapachi soon.
the butler goes nuts, right? Gets
Wait,
really
wait,
big.
wait. We need to talk about our animes and actually make them.
Okay,
rank them.
well, yeah, let's stop talking about
We'll
this.
talk about Bleach next week
Mm.
because we're literally gonna be watching
We'll
it.
do this. Okay, so let's talk about this. We have Demon Slayer. Well, we have to rank Hell's Paradise.
Yeah.
Or we have to rate it.
Okay, I give this 9.5.
7.5.
Okay,
fine.
I liked
It was
it
good.
more.
Yep. You did. That's fine. That's good. That's awesome on this podcast, and we differentiate. It's nice and we
It's
agree.
so awesome.
But we're not the same. So Demon Slayer, Hell's Paradise, and Mashle.
National.
Overall, I think this is probably going to be the same with you. I don't think Hell's Paradise competes with these other two. I think there were too many slip ups with Hell's Paradise.
Paradise is my number one.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, dog.
No,
it's the
not.
fucking lowest.
It's not even that
It's easy.
It's
This
not
is
that- it's
easy
not
for
even that
me.
Hell's Paradise was bad or anything because I don't think it's bad. I just
Oh,
wasn't
yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite. Like I'd probably give it like an 8 or a 7.5.
And that's why I'm done with this show.
But, I mean, it's just not interesting enough to keep my attention.
It's not bad.
That's literally all it is, really. So
Motherfucker.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's awful. I just don't care about it anymore.
Okay.
I lost my interest in it with that stuff. So,
I get you.
but I would give the season like a 7.5 to an 8 overall. Like it was still good.
I'd
Still
give
had
it. I
moments.
would legit give this a 7
Yeah.
out of 8 out of 10. A 7 out of 8 and a 7 out of 10 because I enjoy what I've read of the manga, and then yeah, I mean, I think this story was just done super good over there and just not over
Not
here.
good here.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was so confused with the pacing in the beginning, and then it started doing some things. I'm like, okay, I like this. It's kind of cool to see the characters. And again, I'm a very visual person, so sometimes like manga, though I love the stories, like the anime can just capture me a little bit differently, and it just didn't do that. It didn't make me fall more in love with the
Yeah.
story. It made me go, fuck, like kind of what you're
And-
saying, like this sucks, because a lot of people are gonna go, this sucks, and then not want to like read the story or get into it, and that's a
yeah.
bummer.
I don't think the soundtrack did it any favors either. I wish the soundtrack was a little more.
Yeah, it's unnoticeable to me, so I
It's-
feel like it's
you-
not bad or
All I can
good.
think of is one thing. It's when it's during the fight where Gabimaru goes and kills all the other prisoners because he has to survive.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And it's only because I watched that scene or I probably watched a couple dozen times. Pretty beautiful.
It's pretty beautiful. He just
It's
rips people's throats out.
I mean, it's a really well done. It's honestly the prettiest fight in the well. So
in the world.
there are two moments in this show where I think the animation really peaked, and that was when Gabimaru was killing all his prisoners.
Yeah.
And when he was punching the shit out of that.
Flower bitch.
Yeah. When he started out punching her.
Yeah.
And now or them. Sorry, because I don't know what they are actually, or it. I guess they would call them its in the show.
It's a
huh?
flower.
Yeah. So those were the 2 moments I thought the animation was key, or
Yeah.
was peak. So
Was key.
I don't know. The music didn't do anything for me. I thought this anime had a lot more heart than I read when I was reading.
Mhm,
Like the
mhm.
emotions came through very strong.
Yeah.
In the anime, and I think that's probably where it was strongest was when you had Sugiri have her whole realization when she cut off the giant's head, right?
Right.
Or when you had that moment when she took the other guy's sword, from him and it's like, no, I've come to terms, I'm here.
Yeah.
I think they do, and even with Gabimaru and her when she puts this when like he's trying to kill her and like
Right.
she stops him. There's a lot of good heart in those moments that I don't think the manga, well, at least when I read it, captured it as clearly for me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think they make it softer with like how they do it with the
Yeah.
tone. So how she becomes like more of a softer tone on the image of all black.
Yeah.
That's kind of just how they do it, and they don't do that in the
Yeah.
manga, right? So I'm with you.
I want to be really clear. I think Sugiri is a standout character. As a lead character, she was probably one of my favorite characters this season.
Yeah, hell
I liked her a lot. I wish there was more of her on screen and more of her fighting, but her calmness and her composure is just really, really well done.
No, she's super good. I mean, honestly, I really like a lot of the characters that they have in this
Yeah.
in this story. So
Yeah.
it's
like-
definitely a must
yeah.
read.
I like
I will say
Sense
that.
and-
I'll say that must read. If you like, I mean, again, if you're looking for something to read, like just read it.
Yeah.
It's good.
But
You know what
yeah.
I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Senta's death. Senta does actually end up dying. We didn't really talk about that, but Senta's death was well done, I thought.
yeah, they did a
that
good
was one of
job.
the better parts of that episode.
100%.
Let's talk about Mashle.
Yeah.
So Mashle and Demon Slayer, that's the argument, right?
Yeah.
Do you already know where you stand?
Oh yeah.
You do?
Oh, it's
Okay.
easy.
Because for me, like, it's really hard for me not to choose Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Did you choose Mashle?
Um. No,
You did Demon Slayer
I
too.
did Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Yeah, and I do love all the trolls that are putting out again. Do we even say trolls anymore?
Yeah,
I just
sure.
aged myself. I felt
Sure.
like but when people are saying like, oh, it's like this story's like this arc was carried by the music, the art, the the
I
voice
don't.
acting, but then
Yeah.
like the story was like super mid, and I kind of agree to some
Well,
extent of that.
yeah. Expound on that because I do too in some way, but just because Demon Slayer as a whole is
Right. Like I
yeah.
think that this is just amping up, like it's just tacking on another piece to the story as a whole. I think also it was done beautifully, it was done amazingly, and that to me like really matters to some degree, especially cuz I will say like if Demon Slayer was not probably as beautiful and well done as it is, it probably wouldn't even be really that popular. I feel like I don't think
Oh,
people would like it as
it's
much, honestly.
definitely. I think it's
They're
definitely.
making the anime
Yeah.
amazing. Like
But
they really are making that story a beautiful story. They're
but
doing justice to
I
it.
would also say that it's one of those things where I think this anime is clearly scored with the content in mind.
Yeah,
Like
100%. It's not just like song, we need
yeah,
song. That song kind of
like
vibes
there are
with it.
some parts of Hell's Paradise where I feel like, oh, they had someone who had made the soundtrack and this fit,
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
and that's not unrealistic. That actually happens with a lot of animes and a lot of TV shows in America too, right? Like
True.
people have preset soundtracks and they morph them and edit them to fit this thing. Demon Slayer seems like every scene has the music written for it.
Yeah.
Like everything feels so integral to what's going on screen. Yeah, this story for Demon Slayer, it's nothing you haven't heard before. Like it's well done in my opinion.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
paced excellently, especially
Mhm.
the anime so far.
Yeah, the
Uh,
animes.
like the real thing that we care about, and I think we've always cared about, is the character work.
Yeah.
Like the character work in this show is pretty solid.
Yeah.
I
No,
wouldn't say it's the
everyone is,
best,
it's not like the best, but I
but
do think they do justice to every single
yeah,
character.
like Genya comes off like flipping like Bakugo in My Hero, and by the end of that episode or by the end of that arc, you're like, yeah, Genya, the homie,
Yeah.
the guy that chucks trees like spears,
Yes.
It's
and he eats demons.
but he ate him to try and stop it. But like he was like giving up himself to do it, and like I will do whatever I have to stop this upper moon. Like they just do a good job with these characters.
Yeah, they really do.
So, I think this season of Demon Slayer was excellent. I think it's just as good as the last season.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think it's a step down. I think it's probably prettier, honestly, than last season.
Yeah, which is crazy, but yeah,
But-
I agree. I
but-
for sure agree.
Yeah, and I like Muichiro is my I love
Oh.
him so much. He's so great. So Demon Slayer for me is the winner out of these things, and Mashle's just behind it. Like,
Yeah.
honestly,
It's like Demon Slayer, and then like just like by like 0.1,
Yeah.
it'd be Mashle, and then Hell's Paradise.
yeah. And else, I mean, overall for me again, 7.5 to 8 in that range for Hell's
I give
Paradise.
10. Well, I'll give 9.5, I guess, to Demon Slayer for the season as a whole. I felt like it was just maybe 9. And then 9 was because maybe the first like few like
There's
chapters I
yeah,
didn't really,
there
well,
were some
I'm saying
slower
chapters, like
chapters
episode.
I mean, that movie didn't do a lot of favors.
No. The first episode was kind of just like
Well,
So,
and it was a movie style episode, but mostly
Right.
talking.
yeah,
So
right.
a lot of dialogue.
But I mean, again, every single episode felt like a movie.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly just think like I don't remember what I rated last year's, but 9.5 sounds good this year.
I think did we give that anime? No, neither
we
one
give
of
it
us
a
gave
10?
anime of the year. I mean, I think last season in retrospect, I wouldn't give it a 10.
yeah,
I wouldn't give either of these a 10, but I think in retrospect, and I think these are both still incredible. It's
Yeah.
hard to call something perfect. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's hard for me to look as like I can look at an episode and say it's perfect, but that's a little less serious and a little less like more.
Terraform Mars is a 10.
Terraform Mars is a guttural 3.5 on a good day, and that's it. That's saved solely
What,
by the
dude?
guy's backstory that was a puncher,
Oh my god.
the punching beetle guy, right?
The punching beetle.
So
God.
Demon Slayer, I'd probably give a 9.5.
Okay.
A 9.5, yeah. I don't know why it's. I mean, I do know why. I have a few issues with just a little bit, and this is going to come off as petty, and this is where we're at. But our final episode was beautiful, wonderful, 10 out of 10. We didn't have to spend a million moments looking at Nezuko flying away, or staring at Nezuko going back and forth between two parties. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
We
mm-hmm.
spent so long. I mean, I know it's a hard choice. There was a point where the pacing felt a little off.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I
Yeah.
can think of.
Yeah.
And that's like
Not much.
preferential, probably. Like that could be someone else is fine with that.
Yeah.
But that's all I can think of, though. It really is good. But
And
maybe
Mashle
it's a 9.75. It's a 9.75, isn't it?
Okay.
It's 9.75.
Nice.
Okay.
I like
Mashle's
it.
like a 9 for me. It does lose some points for that with that recap episode. Not a fan of that. Never
Yeah,
will
I'm
be.
not a fan of that.
And I know
either.
it's probably not. It's right out of their control. I just don't. Not a fan of that.
Yeah. I have it like I mean, again, we're doing like
Yeah.
even numbers, or I do like 9.2 or something like that. But I guess I could do
The quarter
9.25.
system. Just follow the quarter system.
Yeah, I'll do 9.25 on Mashle because again, I think they did it wonderfully. Because again, the manga, Mashle for sure is a read and watch. It's like almost the same. They're doing such a good job of capturing all the humor. They're doing a good job. They're not like emphasizing the music to make it too epic. But they're not like leaving it on the table either.
Yeah.
So I think that they're just making very good decisions to kind of keep them a 1-for-1 almost. So I love it.
I
think it's
also love
phenomenal.
the hip hop aspects of that soundtrack.
Oh, like the end or
When they start
whatever.
rapping during like the beats. No, like they actually like the music during the game.
Oh,
the
yeah,
game,
yeah.
Sorry,
In the game.
the show. It's like
Yeah.
like sometimes it gets serious.
It's
like,
Mashle, dude.
It's
He's like
Mashle
this-
rapping. Yeah, it's
I don't even know what-
Mashle's laying down some beats.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Some lines of coke. So Mashle, no, the music
Yeah.
was good though. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the music. 9.25. Is that what you gave it?
9.25.
Yeah, 9 for me. Recap and some animation issues for me, but otherwise unassailable.
It's very good.
Yeah. Which means the de facto anime of the year or season for us is Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
The
Done
not
did it.
entertainment, the Blacksmith Village arc.
Yeah,
Um,
it did good. I honestly, what's cool to me too is I remember hating this arc when I read it, and I actually
Yeah.
kind of enjoyed it a lot more this time around, watching it.
Yeah,
So
it's
I was
really-
like, actually, this story's like pretty damn
It
good.
It's
So,
so fast in the manga.
Yeah, it is really fast.
It's like 20 something chapters in the manga. It's so quick.
I mean, that's kind of why we had a pretty quick season too. It felt fast.
It was as long as last season.
Yeah,
And
last season felt pretty quick too.
It did. They've all felt quick. I mean, it's a quick manga.
Since the first one,
Yeah.
first when they had 24 episodes in
Yeah.
one season. After,
yeah.
I love they do that in the beginning, their first season, right?
Well, that was the longest.
And
That's the
then-
longest arc besides the final arc,
Yeah, I guess so.
I think, or something like that. Yeah.
that's fair. I
But
don't know.
now we have a couple surprise questions for you to answer.
Okay, yeah, surprise.
Your favorite character of this season,
Across the board.
across the board. Think about someone you hate too.
Mommy, no. Someone I
Uzuraya?
hate.
Uzuraya, is that use the
Yeah.
female ninja?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I mean, I'll be honest. I think Mashle is one of my favorite.
Mash Brinded?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they just did him so well. Where I was like, dude,
Very
this
well
is
done.
what's up.
Well
like,
done, my son.
I honestly felt like I was like, oh, maybe I was reading this wrong. Like maybe I
Yeah.
was reading some of his tones wrong. Like I really like the way that they're showing like timidness but assertiveness also with this character.
Yeah.
And I dig that a lot.
My favorite is Tokito Muichiro, which is the Hashira from Demon Slayer. Kind of obvious, I think, from me, but he's just also just so cool
He is
in that
really
episode,
sick.
and you get like you get so much of his character in that. Again, his character is so well done in the episodes we get. Like,
Yeah.
we understand him, we see his change, and we see like him progress in this season, and you fall in love with him. He's
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah, because he's kind of just like a little shit kid, and then he's
Not,
Mhm.
and he ends up being a real homie.
Yeah.
Throws Tanjiro's sword
He throws Tanjiro's sword, baby.
at Tanjiro. Near him. So that's my favorite.
Okay.
Whoa.
What's the what's
What's your favorite moment?
Oh.
Because mine is the moment when, because again, mine is Muichiro when he remembers everything after everything and starts fighting Gyoko seriously.
Yeah.
That's my moment. When
That's
he
a good
has
moment.
Yeah,
That is a good
the
moment.
soundtrack comes alive and everything.
Man.
Number 2 for me is when Silva gets the shit punched out of him by Mash, which is
Dude.
the metal guy. Oh, is that Silva? That's Silva. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good one. I'll be honest. I think the mirror moment was actually really. I
Really?
was really excited for it, and
It
I feel
was
like
so
they just
good.
delivered it so good.
Oh man.
And so I really like that. I don't know if that'd be my favorite. That's hard. Um, Honestly, I don't know. I really liked the Nezuko because again, I totally forgot that she doesn't die, and so when they were bringing her back, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit!" What? Like, I just
Yeah.
remember being like so floored, and that moment like stuck with me
Yeah,
more
yeah.
so. But that's just because I couldn't remember
But hey,
what I
man,
already read.
That's a good moment though.
So that's a good moment. So
Yeah.
I think that one was one of my favorites.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
All right, we'll go with those. Those are good. Nezuko's awesome.
Nezuko is awesome.
Okay. Well, that concludes our spring spectacular.
We did it, guys. Now we're going to summer, and we said it already. I think Bleach, Jujutsu Kaisen, and then Zom 100.
Yep.
All of these can be found on Crunchyroll / Hulu and Netflix. Actually, they're all three on different platforms.
Wait, what's on Netflix? Zom
100.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, spread yourself.
I think
thin,
it also
guys.
might be on Crunchyroll too, though. But I think
we'll find it.
Yeah, we'll find it.
Yeah.
But it is on that.
Make sure you follow us on stream. We'll be playing Dead Space now, so make sure you watch us play the remake, not the old one. So
we're playing it. I've never beaten it. I don't know what the cool twist is that everyone keeps talking about. And
all right,
yeah,
let's see it.
Exciting.
So join us on there, Twitch. So we love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.